So feels good to be back. Took a couple of days off for Christmas. Spent time with the family, but back today. So today, I'll be working on this. So here's a stock image that I like. So usually the way I do my design is like when I find a stock image that I like, I download it, save it, and I try to come up with an idea for it. So the first time I saw this, I'm automatically gonna put something in the back. So the idea for that, I was gonna put some type of radioactive barrel like this or this, and have like a green fog type scene to it. So that's the idea for this. So the first thing I want to do is use the pen tool and mask that out, and probably move it, this one to the right, this one to the left, so the middle is more visible. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use first let's go ahead and make a copy, and I'm gonna group this. Just name that gas for the gas. Name this master for the master copy, because this one I'm gonna go to my action, select the HDR, click on play. That way bring back some of the details in these shadows. All right, so how am I gonna do this? Am I gonna use I was gonna use the object selection, but I don't think that's gonna work, but let me try it. So I'm select object selection. It might work. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and use the pen tool. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the pen tool, and I'm starting from the left. I'm hold Alt before I let it go. I'm hold Alt, bring that in kind of like that. Same thing, holding Alt, bring that in. I think if this was on like a white background, the object selection would probably work better. But for now, gotta go to my pen tool. So today I almost didn't stream either. That's the thing about taking a couple of days off. It's like you lose the momentum. But I told myself, I was like, you know what? I'm just turn the stream on and let's see what happens. That's the funny part too. The same thing with editing in Photoshop. Getting started is the hardest part, because sometimes like you don't know what to design. You got to come up with the idea. But once you get through the first hour of editing, then everything else becomes easy, because you start getting all the stock images you want, and then everything is starting to look better. But yeah, in the beginning, it's always hard to start. All right, now let's go here. I don't want to do that. Make sure I close that out. Trying to see. That's part of it. I think I'm gonna remove that. The other thing I like to use too is the navigator. So when I look here, I can see where I'm at. And if you don't see this on yours, just go to Window, make sure that's checked. Because when I zoom in like this, sometimes it's hard to see where I'm at on the image. But the navigator helps a lot. That. Hey, what's up, Sosa Visuals? Appreciate you tuning in. I can't even say that. Been a long day today. From Mexico. All right, let me see. So I got to do that part. All right, that's good, that's good, that's good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go to the, I'm gonna close that for now. Go to the path, hold Control, select that and make a selection. Go back to the layer. I'm gonna do Control J to make a copy. And that's that. And I'm gonna group that. I'm gonna name that left for the left. Gas. I don't know what it's called. It doesn't call it tank, but I don't think it's a tank. Now I'm gonna do the right side. Same thing. I'm gonna use a pen tool. I don't think I'm gonna go left. I'm not, or I'm gonna go clockwise. For some reason, going clockwise is easier with the pen tool, which is kind of funny. See right here, I kind of curve like that. All you have to do is hold Control, and you can adjust that. But you'll adjust both. But if you hold Alt, you only adjust one. And then you kind of go like this. Hold Alt, bring that in. Sometimes like the curve, you only can do if you do one, then it's easier. Same thing here, hold Alt, bring that in. The same thing, hold Alt, bring that in just a little bit. And also, if you use the space bar, you could change where you want to put it. All right, so let's do that, all of that. Let's bring back the navigator just in case we need it. All right, so I'm just zoom in some more. Maybe not too much. And you hold Control, click on that, you just move that single point. Trying to think if I should include that. I think I am. I'm gonna hold Alt, bring that in, just adjust that. Close that out. Let's do this side. Hold Alt, bring that in. And then when you close it out, and there's a curve right there, before you let go, just drag it like that. And let's do this. All right, I think we're almost done. A couple more. All right, got to turn my camera back on. So every 30 minutes, my camera's gonna shut off. So I got to get one of those cameras that's made for streaming. That way it doesn't shut off every 30 minutes. I'm trying to think if I should move that part, that. So I think I am. No, I'm just leave it. I'm gonna leave it for now. I think I got everything. Let's go to path, close this, hold Control, select that. We'll make a selection, go back to the layers, Control J to make a copy, go ahead and group that, name that right for the right side. So that's the way I like to organize my layers. So I know this is the gas, and when you go inside the folder, That's the left, and that's the right. There's the master copy. Bring this outside. Let's group this one. This one's gonna be background. All right, save that. And let's go ahead and create an adjustment layer and add the noise layer for now. Go to my action, select the gray noise, click on play. Go add those two. Now I was thinking I was going to change the background, but I might want to keep it and add the barrel there, but I am going to move the gas. So I'm going to go to here. I'm going to disable this for now. I'm going to go to, yeah, I'm just going with this one. Because I was thinking if I should edit the master copy. So what I'm gonna do is go to the gas. Just bring that, I made a copy, bring that back. So this is what I want to do. I'm gonna do control, I'm gonna select that, I'll make a selection. I'm gonna go select, modify, I'm gonna expand. Let's do 10 pixel. So now we'll go down to the background. And I'm gonna go to edit, generated fill, and just type remove. So hopefully it removed this. All right, it did remove it, but added something right there. All right, so I think this one might be the best bet. Well, you know what? It won't even matter because the gas will be on top of it. So I'm gonna delete this one. Bring back the adjustment. Here's the left. This is what I wanted to do. Move it to the left like that. Move this one to the right, not that one. That looks like a chair now, but it's all right though. Let's go to our stock image. Let's see which one's better. I'm gonna open this, copy that. I gotta do one more thing. I gotta fix that too, but I was thinking if I should add kind of see how that's, there's a drop right there. Should I add that? Maybe I don't need to. So let's try this. So this one is converted to a smart object. All right, group that, name that cans, barrel, and go ahead and, or before I do that, let's go here, make a copy. Just rasterize that one. So one smart object. So this one's going to be, just name it 1. Go in here, select subject. Make sure the layer is selected. Select subject. Make a copy, disable this, save this. So now we have that, and we also have this layer. So this one I wanted to use a shadow right here. So I will change that to multiply. Still got to darken it, but the shadow's there. All right, let me see. I gotta get rid of the chair. So that's barrel number 1. Let me group this to be number 2. And make a copy. And that master for the master copy, convert this to a smart object. Let's go select subject. All right, did a pretty good job. Now I'm just go ahead. So this one, I'm just do the mask. Save this. Close this. Select number 2. So I'm thinking this one might be better. All right, now let's go to the background. And let's fix a chair. I'll make a copy, just merge this for now. Let's go edit, generate a fill. Click on remove. Turn off the AC right now. It's getting kind of cold. It's kind of funny. It's December and we got the AC on. All right, let me see. Let's bring back everything. I think I like this one. Save that. All right, so the hard part will always be lighting, relighting everything. But this barrel, it does help because it does got a like a glow in the back already. So what I would do, so I'm gonna go here. Let's go ahead and merge that, and so this one's gonna be the ground. So I'm gonna select the rectangle marquee tool, make a copy of that. I'm gonna group it to a zone group, name that ground. This will be that. And this one's gonna be the wall in the back. All right, now let's go to the gas right there. I'm just add a simple color overlay, make it black. Copy the layer style, add it to the right. So I'm doing this because I want to light the background. The ground, same thing. So I'm gonna darken the foreground, and I'm gonna mess with the barrel and the background. So I might end up changing the background. Let's go to the barrel. So this one, let's do change that to glow, because I'm gonna set that to screen. And let's go ahead, bring up the levels, darken the midtone. Yeah, the background, I'm gonna have to change that because it looks kind of off. And then let's copy the master copy, bring it above the glow. me see. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna convert this to a smart object, or actually, you know what? Bring this above everything. Disable all this for now. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna extend the ground by doing edit, generate a fill. So I put it above everything and just made it a white background, so that way it doesn't confuse anything and try to add anything extra. I think I like that one. I'm gonna merge that. Go ahead and delete the white layer. Bring this all back. Go to the background. Here's the ground. And then this one, oh, I see. I was like, why is there like a hard line right there? So that's from the barrel here, from the screen. So I'm gonna select that. Create a mask. B for brush. Make sure that's black. Now I get rid of that. Let's go to the background. Just name that ground. Then this one, create a mask. Same thing. Yeah, I forgot to do the top. Alright, so that's the ground. Maybe extend it a little bit. Alright, now let's do something with the background. I was gonna keep it, but I don't think that looks right. I'm gonna go here. So right now I'm just scrolling through it, see which one I like. This one might work. Open that. This one. Ooh, try this one. Alright, I think I got a couple good ones. Oh, that's all of it. So I'm just do this, copy. Probably easier if I drag and drop, but now I'm just pasting the layer style that I created before. So this one might work. There's like a door hallway. I could put something there. All right, let's continue. That's what I was supposed to do. I didn't convert it to a smart object. Convert that to a smart object. Already did that one, so we'll come back to that one. Paste a new one, convert that to a smart object. Let's paste the layer style. I like this one too. It's like a big opening warehouse. This one I don't think it's gonna. Let's try it. We don't know. Convert that to a smart object. Paste the layer style. The only thing is the angle of the room. That's why I said I don't think it's gonna work. And it didn't work. Paste the layer style. Smart object. All right, let's go back. I like this one because the wall. Let's fix this one again. The wall, that one. Big empty warehouse. That one. I don't think that's gonna work. And there's this one. I like this because all the pipes and all the bars. And I like the empty warehouse because once I put the octopus right there coming out, it's gonna feel like it's a big space. And in this one, I did like the hallway, the opening. So it's between these two, the pipes and the bars and the big open warehouse. I'm kind of leaning towards this one, but I'm gonna save all this. Because once we add the octopus, it might look different, so I might change the background. Something in that background, so we have two. Let this one go ahead and be the ground. All right, bring that up. The only thing is, do I want to make that the line straight, like straight down? Maybe not. All right, so now let's add some some color to it. So I'm gonna fill this in with black. Disable it for now. I'm gonna sample kind of green. Maybe something like that. And I'm select B for brush. Make sure hardness all the way down. And I'm gonna brush in where it's gonna be green the most. So that's be center here. Change that to soft light. Bring it down. Let's do 33. All right, so the lighting is getting there. Now let's go to the background. Let's disable the effect. And group all this, create a new layer, fill that in with black, create a clipping mask, and I'm double click this, and let's go ahead and split the white. So I just split the white, hold Alt, because if you don't, then you can drag the whole thing like that. So hold Alt, split the white. That's the way I like to add a contrast to the image. So I'm gonna add one more solid black layer, but this one's gonna be, let's do that 15. All right, now let's go to our barrel. So that's that. Let's go here, add sharpen low, maybe twice. All right, the background, new layer, clipping mask. Set it green like that. So I did color burn, but let me see. Yeah, I'm just doing thing like multiply. All right, the only thing I see now is there's windows up there, so I'm gonna have to do something with that. I'm looking at this right here. I'm thinking about, should I fix it right now or fix it later? But down here is going to be bright. So I'm going to go to the ground. Create a new layer. I'm going to fill that in with that green. Do a linear dodge. But I'm going to split the black. Kind of like that. But I'm going to darken that right here. Hit D for default, fill that in with black. Maybe I should soften that. So I'm just go filter, blur, just do Gaussian blur, not too much. Do about 7. All right, it's getting there. Oh, you know what? Let me try this. Let me go to my stock image. And let's paste it. Oh, now I gotta be above the barrel. Let's name this. Let's leave that dust. Let me convert that to a smart object. All right, so I see one thing I want to change. That is the ground right here. See the kind of light shining? I want it darkened like this side. So let's go to the ground. Let's locate that image. So that's that, because I'm gonna convert it to a smart object, but the it might convert the mask to a smart object too. So I'm gonna see. Yeah. So I don't want to do that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna select the mask. Just create a new layer for now. I'm just fill that in with white. So we have our mask there. So I'm gonna delete the mask, convert that to a smart object, then go here, hold Control, select the layer, go back down here, select the mask. Now I'm gonna go in here. All right, let me fill this in. Go edit, generate a fill. So I'm just fill the whole thing in for now. Again, I'm gonna make a copy just in case I mess up. That's a good thing about Smart Object. It's kind of having your own group. Now this one, trying to think how I'm gonna do this. If I flip it to the right, but first, oh, because there's already a barrel, so I think I could do this. So I'm gonna flip it to the right, select the mask, make sure that's white. Right, the only thing now is you could tell I made a copy and flipped it, because you know, you see the patterns right there. So I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna make a copy, merge it. I don't think I even need to merge it, but select the lasso tool, do feather at 7. I want to see if I do edit, generate fill, it'll give me a different texture and not the same as the right. Oh man, 30 minutes went by quick. All right, so the ground is 2, the texture is different. What if I lower the patch a little bit? The other thing I was thinking, I'm gonna select this, go to the patch tool. Then if I do this, let's get rid of like the small parts. All right, let me save it, see how this looks. Alright, gotten darker. Just gotta blend in with this one. So I gotta figure out how to do that. The other thing too, let's see, I'm gonna go back to the master copy. Trying to see if there's like a drop right there. Alright. Now let's go back to the dust. So the dust definitely hides the texture of the ground. Alright. Now let's go here. Convert that to smart object, change that to screen. Maybe I don't need to rotate it, I just leave it like that. But there's some hard edges. See right there. So we could do Control L, darken it to get rid of it, or mask it, but that works too. So there's a lot of dust, the atmosphere right here. We're gonna have to add some to the front. Still got to relight the two gas on the left and the right. Add the octopus arm coming out of here in the back, and maybe in the front too. So it's looking good. I'll say it's about 30% done. So still a lot of editing to do. I'm gonna refill up or fill up my water real quick. All right. So now, let me see. I'm trying to think, should I add the octopus arm now or relight the left and right gas? I think I'm go ahead and relight this. So I'm gonna go here, go to the left, and let's go ahead fix this. I'm trying to think, should I extend it or flip it? So let me try that. Let me disable that, create a new layer, create a clipping mask, double click this, hold Alt, split the white, bring it down to 70. Actually try 50, create a new layer, clipping mask, fill it in with black. So 50, 70. So now when I'm gonna clear the layer mask for now, or can't we do that? I don't know why. Maybe because it's off. Right click. Yeah, I gotta figure that out. But the reason why I added the 2 and this in the group, because now when I edit this, use the lasso tool for that 0. Say right here, hold Shift, double click that, and I do Control Shift J Now it's onto its own layer, but since it's inside the group, these two adjustment layer is affecting that too. So now do Control T, right click, flip horizontal, bring it underneath this. Now it looks like it's going that way. Now I'm gonna do the same thing to the right. So I'm gonna make a copy of the 2 adjustment, bring it here above the right folder, create a clipping mask. This one we don't need that, disable that. But now I am gonna get rid of that. So to do that, I'm gonna use the pen tool, make a point there, point there. So this one goes there. Go to path, hold control, make a selection, go here, delete that. Now bring that back. All right. So this is going to be more. I feel like it has to be more brighter. So I'm gonna group this one, make a copy, but this one is gonna be multiply. So if you do multiply, just darken, but if you do linear dodge and multiply, just like that. Just make that adjustment, create a mask. I'm gonna invert it, select B for brush, make sure that's white, and let's do 33. All right, looks much better. Then the ground texture, it's kind of weird right there, so I'm gonna figure out how to fix that later. But let's add some shadows. Go here to the gas. So I'm gonna do this since there's so many layers here. I'm gonna group that, name that left, group that, name that right, create a new group inside here. That's gonna be shadow, create a new layer, and let's do 3 for feather, fill that in with black. And I'm gonna double click that. Or one more thing, let me see. Lasso tool. All right, let's double click that. Split the white. like that. Bring opacity down. I'll make a copy, but I'm gonna delete everything inside it. All right, that one didn't work, so I gotta fix that. Bring that back. Delete that again. Oh, that's why is that 33. Change that to the 100. So just a little bit for now. Alright, so the thing I want to add, I'm going to darken this side. So this will be, let's name that adjustment. So it's going to be the left and the right. So I'm going to make a copy because this one I want to do, I'm going to merge it. So I just get its own layer, hold Control, we'll make a selection, go to our adjustment layer, create a mask, and we no longer need that. So that way, inside here, let's go ahead. First, let me change that to 0. All right, don't want to do that. Now, you know what? Let me do the pen tool. Sometimes the last tool is just double click for no reason. With the pencil, you could double click all you want, still be good. All right, go to our path, hold Control, we'll make a selection, and let's go ahead and fill that in. Now let me just so that's that 42. So maybe lower. Go back here. So I gotta darken this side on the handle. So I want to add like a green right there. So do that, sample color, fill that in, do a linear dodge, double click that, split the black. Create a mask, invert the mask. So this part's gonna be tricky. let me try this. Let me disable this, delete it. I'm gonna group it into a zone group. Select this, create a mask, invert the mask. So I gotta clean it up, the brush part. Yeah, I was trying to make a shortcut, but I don't think I could do that. So back to the pencil. All right, make sure I get this right here. All right, let me see how this look. All right, so I was going for something like that. For that side, now I'm creating like a bunch of masks. Just let me mask out the parts that it's not going to be green. So like that. All right, so let me add some green right there. let me try something real quick. Alright, I think I like that better. Adding the multiply layer. I would have added a level just to make it a little bit brighter. Alright, so that's the before. That's what multiply. So I like it right there, the levels, but not back there. So I'm just do it only right there. Alright. Now it's all about just brushing it in. Or I could do this, I could nudge it to the left. Or actually, use the brush. All right, let me go. Let me do the way I like to do it. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna select this. It'll make a selection. Now I'm gonna go ahead and create a new layer. I'm gonna fill it in with a bright green like that. And I'm gonna do Control-Shift-J. So there's two layers now. So here's this one. I'm gonna group that. Name that left. I'm gonna make a copy. I'm gonna do Control-I just to invert it so I can see this. So I'm gonna arrow to the left. So kind of like that. So I'm gonna do Control, select that, we'll make a selection, go to the green, hit delete. So now we have a starting point. Now we just got to clean that up and add to it. So here's the before, after. Delete that. And this one, I'm gonna just go ahead, select the mask, B for brush, parts that we don't want. See right here, we'd have to fix that. So I'm gonna add a new layer. Name that rim light. So we have the same green. So I'm gonna select B for brush. Go here, do 3, hardness all the way up. P for the pen tool. Now I'm just make a point there, point there. Go to my action, stroke brush path, click on play. And add it right there. Let me add some more here. Let's lower it, maybe about 40. And this one, I'm gonna double click that, split the black just a little bit. So this is before, after. So it's bright in a certain area, but not everywhere. Same thing, go back to the rim light. And I'm just going to use a pen tool. And I'm just, instead of clicking play, I'm doing Control P for shortcut. So when I do Control P, it's doing the stroke brush path. All right, so this one, I got to turn my camera back on. So here, what I was gonna do right there is create a new layer. Should I keep it at 100? I'm gonna do this. I'm select B for brush. Oh, I shouldn't do that now because I'm doing the rim light. I'm gonna do this one later. Control P. Alright, it's getting there. So let's check out the before, after. Alright, make sure that one's selected, not the go with this one, B for brush, make sure that's black. And let's do 33. Let's do 60. All right, now I want to do so that's the left. Damn, I'm just creating a bunch of adjustment layer. That's all right though. So this one's going to be, it's going to be like this. Let's see. So I'm gonna go to the mask, I'm gonna hold Control, make a selection, and I'm gonna delete this. Control D, deselect. Then I'm gonna go Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur. So that's what I want, that blur like that. Let's see, should I do screen? And then double click that. Split the black. Because I like it in certain parts, but not everywhere. So I'm gonna select the mask. I'm gonna invert it. Select B for brush, make sure that's white. And I'm gonna keep the opacity at 33. I'm brushing parts that I think will look good. All right. Do one more thing. Fill that in, change that to soft light. Split the black a little bit. All right. Let me see. Thinking, should I make that brighter? Maybe later. This is the only problem. Once you start creating a bunch of layers, you gotta go through each one, even though you try to organize it. Sometimes you can't find it. Alright, so I'm liking how that looks. So here's the dust. Let's make a copy of this one. Alright, let me I need to reset this. My Control T is not working, so I'm gonna do that real quick. All right, Control T, there he goes. Can rotate that, bring that over here. Let's disable the levels. Create a mask, B for brush, make sure that's black. All right, so I'm liking that. Let's make another copy. Flip horizontal. Just kind of rotate it. Change the size of it. Brush that out. All right, so I got to do the right side now. But I was thinking, what if I made that glow like the green? I might mess with that later. All right, so I like to do that just to fade it. Now I can see the hard line on the on the dust down here. Let me try something. Alright, that didn't do nothing. I was trying to see if I can make the rim light and the highlights even brighter. Alright, let's add. I was gonna add some dust in the foreground, but I don't think I need to. I might later, but I don't think right now. Alright, let me try to fix this, the ground right here. So that's that layer. No, I don't want to do that. Make sure the mask is selected. Alright, so I'll see what's. So I was trying to fix that dark spot. So I'm gonna have to move that to the left. Alright, so here's the barrel. I'll keep it at 80 for now. Alright, so this is good for now. Now I gotta do the right side. But let me go to the background. Create a new layer. So just darken the top just a little bit. Go here to the gas. Shadows here, let me darken that. Now I'm going to go to barrel. Group that. Create a new layer, fill that in with black. Create a clipping mask. Double click that. Split the white. Bring it down. It's about 65. Let's see, let's go to background. What happened if I blur it just a little bit. I do kind of like it. But let's remove the blur there. So it's like alpha lasso. Let's do 3 for the feather. Remove the blur from the wall. So before, after. Let's try 2. Alright, so I'm going to do the right side now. Go here. Go to the right. So that's the main green. So I'm going to have to do that for the right side. For this one, I'm going to use the pen tool. I think I gotta clean up some of the lines up there. Alright, I'll go to my path, hold control, select that, make a selection. I'll fill that in with white. Select the brush, make sure that's black. Let's bring that up to 100. So I'm going to fix that line. So it's right there. All right, make sure the feather's at 0. right, maybe we should do feather at 1. Hey, what's up? So, if you're just tuning in, just working on this right now. Let me show you the before real quick. So this is the before. And that's what we got so far. So right now I'm just cleaning up the lines right there. I think this one is fine. All right, so that's that. So the green is good. So I'm trying to see why the left side is kind of brighter than the right. It's because the image, because this one, if I disable that, because those are the rim light. I think that's why, because I changed this, so that's at 42. Now that's at 29. All right, so I just gotta make it brighter. So I'm gonna do that. I'm at levels. So I'm gonna invert that. All right, let me go to the right. Go filter, sharpen low. See if that helps it a little bit. So that's the left rim light. Let's do the right one. I still gotta fine tune that, but let me just go ahead and add the rim light for now. So that's that. Bring it to the right folder. Make a copy. I'm gonna do Control I to invert it. And I'm gonna arrow it to the right. 1, 2, maybe 3. And then up 1. Now I'm gonna do Control, select the purple layer, go to the green layer. I'm gonna delete that. Control D, deselect. So now we have a starting point. I'm gonna delete the purple layer. I'm gonna double click this and let's go ahead and split the black. Say about right there. No, I appreciate that. Need graphic fast. Alright, so this is a good starting point. So that one, see, I think I lowered the opacity about 70. And then I created a new layer, and that was the rim light. That was at 40. All right, let me see how many layers we at. 55. Not bad. So here's the rim light. First, let me see. Because some part I do want it brighter. So that's not there. So I'm gonna make a copy. Create a mask. Invert the mask. B for brush. Make sure that's white. Go here, select the blur tool. Maybe gotta blur that one too. Mask that, move this. Move a little bit there. Now let's go back to the rim light. Select B for brush. Make sure that's at 3. Hardness all the way up. And select the same green. Now P for the pen tool. Point there, point there. Make sure to go to my action, stroke brush path, click on play. So I'm just doing Control P for shortcut. That's just applying the rim light. And I'm just going around, see where I think the rim light needs to be. Alright, I'm gonna change the brush size to, let's do 4, and then back to the pen tool. Maybe add a new one, keep it at 100. Alright, gotta make it straighter than that. Change the brush back to 3. Use the eraser tool to turn my camera back on. So I'm gonna use the eraser tool just to erase some of it. So I'm gonna change that 33 so it's not too bright. Gotta fix this one. Go back here. All right, now I'm gonna go here to kind of like the inner glow. All right, so I'm fix the parts down there. I can select the whole folder. So I like that right there. I gotta fix that. Let me try something real quick. See how this look. So let's do the eraser tool. Let's do that 100. So just darken that part right there, right there. So I'm gonna group all this, name that rim light, And let's see, what if I bring down the opacity, bring it up. $70. So this is at 70, this is at 100. So I'm gonna keep it at 70 for now. All right, let me see. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna add is the octopus. So I'm gonna add the arm coming out of here, 1 or 2, and then 3, 4, maybe 5 in the back. So I'm gonna work on that tomorrow on session number 2, but today I think we got a lot done. So here's the before and then after. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah, so that's it for today, and I appreciate everybody that stayed till all the way to the end. If you watch from the beginning to the end, yo, I really appreciate that, because y'all been here for like almost 2 hours. But yeah, I'm gonna be back tomorrow, same time, and yeah, I think everything's coming out pretty dope. I would say 50 or 60% done. But yeah, I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow, and that's it for today. All right, so today I'm gonna continue working on this design. I'm gonna be adding these tentacles. And yesterday we started off with this image, and we added the effect, relight everything, and then this is how it looks. So this is the before, and then this is the after. So today, I think the first thing I want to do is add the main, either the main tentacle coming out of this one, or add this octopus like in the back right here. So I'm gonna do either of those, but now I'm gonna fix this highlight on the barrel right here because it's kind of too bright. So I'm gonna go to the barrel, go here, double click that, and I'm just go ahead and disable, or actually I'm gonna make a copy just in case I mess up. I'm gonna right click, disable the layer mask. I'm gonna select this, and I'm gonna use the lasso tool. And I'm select around it. I'm gonna go to edit, generate fill, and it should remove that. Now I'm see which one I like the best. Probably pick this one for the texture right there. Now let's go ahead and do this side. Same thing, lasso. Go edit, generate fill. Alright, let's see. Zoom out. So I think I like this one. I'm gonna go ahead and select all three. I'm gonna merge it. I'm gonna go back here to the mask, hold control. I'll make a selection around it. Select this, create a mask, and go ahead and save this. Close this out. All right, much better because the highlight was just messing with my eyes. It's like distracting. So let me see. Let's do before, after. All right, now let's go ahead. Let's see which one I'm gonna use. Let me try this one. Select subject. Make a copy. Copy this. Go back here. Paste that. Let's convert that to a smart object. Group that. Rename that Tentacles. Bring it down underneath the barrel. But then I want it above the, so here's the glow right here. So I'm gonna bring the glow into its own group. Group that, name that glow. So now we got the barrel, the tentacles, and the glow in the back. And let's go here. So I'm gonna mess around with it, see if it's even. So I'm thinking, should I add one? But first, let me try this. Let me copy all this. So I'm thinking, is it gonna be above the globe or behind it? Let's try it out. Gotta get rid of all the watermark now. Do it like this. All right, let me group that real quick. Make a select or hold control, make a selection, select, modify, contract. Let's do 2 pixel. Click on mask. Rename that. So I'm trying to see which one will work better. All right, let me add quick overlay. So I'm deciding between this as the main focus or this. So if I do the octopus, I'm gonna put it behind the glow. So I think I'm gonna go with this. What you guys think? the octopus as the main, or the tentacles. Because if I do the tentacles, I mean with the octopus, I'm gonna add some more tentacle around the gas pump and everything. Octopus, yeah. So let's go with this one. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna remove the top one up here. I don't need that. And I'm just use the pen tool real quick. Right click, make selection for that 0. Remove that, save that, close that. All right, now I could go ahead and remove the layer style. And let's go ahead and go to my action, select the sharpen low. Do that twice. Group that. And that's main, new layer. Fill this in with black. Create a clipping mask. Double click that. And then split this. Bring it down maybe just a little bit. Now let's create a new layer, sample of green. Do multiply, double click that. All right, maybe leave it like this. Let me add some shadow real quick. All right, so I'm gonna create a mask for this one. Do this one first. Make sure the opacity is at 100. All right, I was trying to brighten the eyes. But let me try this and create a new layer, clipping mask. Select like green, change that to soft light. So just brighten it for now. So I'm gonna add more to it. All right, keep it multiply, but I do want to make it brighter. All right, try something real quick. Make a copy. I'm gonna rasterize it for now. Go here, select the HDR. See how that looks. I like it right there. Maybe not right there. clean some of this up. Some of these part was removed. So what I'm gonna do, make selection, feather at 0. I'm gonna use the clone stamp here. Hold Alt, sample something, make like that. Just bring some of that back. I'm gonna see if I need to lower down the glow right here. So that's at 100. I had to add 83. Alright, so I'm gonna go back to the octopus, go here, make a copy. I'm gonna see how it looks when I add the smooth. Alright, I think I like that better. Because before, it's kind of like that. Just smooth it just a little bit. Alright. Just trying to add more contrast to the octopus, make it more kind of like how I have the gas pump. So bring back some of the white. All right, let me see if I add, because I think the thing that's throwing me off is because the highlights is right here, right? So we feel, or it looks like there's light coming from the top, but I really want the main light coming from the barrel, so it will only light up like that. So the background, let me see, I had a couple other backgrounds. So I did like this in the beginning. I might use this one. Let's see, create a new layer. Fill that in with black, double click that. So I'm gonna select this, select the mask, remove that. Just go to the octopus. Let's mess with this a little bit more. So I'll change that to soft light to see how that looks. Make another copy, clipping mask, but I'm gonna make it so to relight the whole octopus is gonna take some time, but that's what we need to do. I'm gonna keep this for now. Alright, so if I were to relight this, create new layer, name this rim light. So I'm gonna try this side first, see how that look. So I'm gonna select that color, select B for brush, change that to 3, hardness all the way up. Let me try 4. Select the pen tool. And I'm just hold Alt, bring that in. Go to my action, stroke brush path, click on play. So I'm gonna start right there. Oh, that's why. The clipping mask is kind of throwing me off. I just took the clipping mask off for now. I do like it at 100. Once that rim light. Now I'll change the brush size to, let's do 3. Alright, so I'm liking how that looks. I just gotta add a little bit of like a feather glow. add a new layer. This one we do the clipping mask. This one's gonna be burn. Set that to soft light. Or actually, let me see. Let me do. Yeah, let's do burn. Then I'm gonna do dodge above it, because I can do burn and dodge on the same layer. So this one, I'm select B for brush, and I'll make sure that is black. Opacity at 33. Let me see if I do add it to the same layer. So now, change that to white. Let me feather it real quick. All right, gotta turn my camera back on. All right, now I'm gonna use the eraser tool, just make it smoother. All right, the other thing I was gonna try, I'm gonna copy the rim light, go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Let's do about 2, then change that to soft light. Now I'm trying to fix kind of that part, the black pixel right there. So I would go to the octopus, and I'm gonna use a smudge tool, strength at 80. All right, do I need the, do I need the color dodge? I'm gonna keep the color dodge. We name it color dodge so we know what it is. Sample the same kind of green. See how it looks on the eyes. All right, I like that. All right, so the way I relight this with the rim light and everything, I gotta do it for the rest of the octopus. This side too. But first, let me see if I could do something with this to put it on the foreground. Bring this above the dust, the gas pump. Group that, create a new layer, fill that in with black, clipping mask. Go here, go to my action, sharpen low 1, 2 times, and let's go ahead and create a new layer, fill that in with green, change that to multiply. Let me see. HDR, let me see how that looks. Alright, no HDR for that. Let me double click this. Let's bring back some of the highlights. I'm going to do Alt. Split that kind like that. Now let's go here. I'm thinking, do I need to erase some of the pixel? I might have to, so I'm gonna go inside here, hold Control, select the layer, it'll make a selection, select, modify, contract. Let's do 1, actually let's do 2, click OK. Now select the mask, save this, close this. Now I got rid of the white pixel around the edges. Now let's go here, filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Let's do 3. Alright, so I like that. I'm gonna group that and make another copy. So this one maybe, alright, don't want to move all of it, just move this one. Maybe create a mask. And I'm gonna remove this, make sure that's at 100. Then this one, Control T, right click, flip horizontal. Or actually, you know what? You gotta go inside the folder, inside here, then flip this. That way we don't remove those layer. All right, let me add some rim light. So I'm gonna do that, create a new layer. I'm gonna bring above everything, same green, fill that in. Go here, hold Control, select the layer, make a selection, delete that, Control D, deselect, and I'm arrow to the right, arrow that down, and double click that, split the black just a little bit. Now I'm gonna select that, select the smudge. I was gonna see if I need to remove some of it or if it's good. Like that part, I maybe should remove that. Kind of up here too, let me see. And that's for the tentacle. So I'm gonna go here, hold Control, select that, select, modify, contract, do 2. I should have created a mask first. Let me do that. So create a mask, select that, select, modify, contract, 2, Control Shift I to inverse it, select that, B for brush, and we're gonna brush that out. So just a little bit. Let's do the same thing for this side. Create new layer, clipping mask, fill that in, go here. I don't want to do that. All right, so it has that. So what I'm gonna do before I do that, I'm just go ahead and rasterize this, apply the layer mask. Since we already got a copy here, this one is all right to rasterize that. Now hold Control, select the layer, go here, delete, Control D to select. Now we're gonna arrow it to the left. About right there, same thing, double click, hold Alt. Split the black like that. Gotta fix that right there. Alright, so I'm liking how that looks. Now let's go to our dust, make a copy, bring it above the gas pump, but underneath the tentacles. And I'm gonna use this one right here. Control T, rotate that. Make a copy, let's flip that. All right, Photoshop going crazy. All right, so it's looking good so far. The other thing I was thinking is having some liquid from the top spilling over. So I'm gonna see how I'm gonna do that. I do like that. So I'm gonna see if I can use just that part right there. So I'm gonna copy this. Create a new document, paste that. Go to image, generative upscale. Let's do 2 times. And let's do the topaz gigapixel. Click on upscale. Alright, so I'm gonna use the pen tool, and I just want this part right here. Trying to think if I should use that. Alright, almost done. Gotta do all this too. Hold Alt, bring that in. Alright, so let's go to the path, hold Control, select that, make a selection, and I'm just going to make a copy. Copy that, go to the barrel, paste that in, just group that, just name that liquid. Or actually, you know what? Let's right click, convert it to smart object. Create sharpen low 1 HDR. I might have to use the levels to make it darker. Alright, I'm gonna make a copy. I'm gonna do Control T, right click, select warp. Now I should make it match the top of the barrel. And I gotta make that straight. So to do that, I'm gonna make a copy. I'm gonna rasterize this because I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna do feather at 0. And go here. Do Control Shift J. So now it's onto its own layer. I'm gonna right click that, convert that to a smart object. Control T. And I'll do the same thing. Warp. Alright, so that's the liquid. Create a new layer. Create a clipping mask. Fill that in with black. Alright, so I do like soft light. Let's see what if do that again. Alright, so what happened if I would I'm gonna try this. Make a copy. I'm gonna go ahead and merge it. So that's that. Change that to soft light. Alright, I like color dodge, but not everything. Alright, let me group all this so I know everything that has to do with the liquid. So this is at color dodge. I'm gonna make a copy, and this one's gonna be at normal. And I'm gonna bring the opacity down. Kind of like that. All right, let's add some shadow because it's not blending in the way I want it. It's getting there, but not all the way. So I'm gonna do Control, make a selection, and I'm gonna do Control Shift I. So it's the inverse the selection out here. So that's the shadow. Select the mask. Now anything outside of the liquid, you can see it. So when I unlock this, when I move that, you can see that. So I'm gonna go there. Let me do let's do smudge at 40. Let's do 20. So I like doing the smudge, so I just make it random. Now let's change that to soft light. But bring the opacity about 50. And let's smudge it a little bit more. On some parts. Now the liquid here, let's add a shadow on top of it. Create a clipping mask, select the liquid, delete that, Control D. Now select the smudge, you see soft light. Now with the smudge, just randomize that. So here's the liquid. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go here, select the smudge, just do 80, and I'm gonna try to extend it. Alright, let me add another one. All right, let me try something. Barrel. Make a copy of the barrel. Number 2. Merge that. Bring it above here. Create a clipping mask. What if I do soft light? That's normal. So I'm trying to see if I can blend it in better. All right. Select the mask, B for brush, make sure that's black. Bring back some of the highlights. All right, so I'm gonna come back to that. I think I gotta add some texture to it or something to make it because right now it's too sharp. Maybe I could do that now. Let's see, let me make a copy before I mess this up. So I'm gonna go filter, blur, let's do Gaussian blur. Let's do 0.1. Same thing, filter, Gaussian blur. All right, looks better because before it was too sharp. But yeah, I'm gonna come back to it and mess with it later. All right, let's try to find green liquid, goo, concrete floor. I don't know what's that, but it looks crazy. Somebody spilled some antifreeze. Do stock photo. Just put green goo on floor, stock photo. Alright, I don't see anything. I'm gonna see if I can use this. So here's the glow, or the dust right there, dust right there. So I'm gonna paste it here. I'm gonna group that. Let's convert that to a smart object. Select subject. Create a mask, save that. So I just want to see how this looks right here. I'm gonna put it underneath this. And let's go ahead and group that. Create adjustment layer. Let's do or actually, you know what? Let's create a new layer. Fill that in with the green. Create a clipping mask. Change that to color dodge. Double click that, split the black. This one, let me see. So I'm gonna double click that. I'm gonna see how this looks if I split. Does that do anything? See, bring it down like that, about 60. Make another copy. All right, I like how that looks. Let me see, where's the barrel? Barrel's right there. So liquid 2, make a copy, bring it underneath the barrel. Name that liquid 3. So that one's right there. Let's make that more brighter. Create a mask, and let's mask that out. Make a copy. Oh, I don't want to do that. All right. I'm gonna see if I need to add some to the barrel. So I'm gonna see how this looks. So that's the barrel. Select that. Barrel liquid, create a mask. I'm gonna leave it out for now. Alright, so I like how it glows. I might have to do that to this one, but I did make that darker before. Let's see. Color dodge. much. Let me unclip it, go here, select the liquid, make a copy, filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Alright, I think I like that. Create a mask, B for brush, make sure that's black. So just at the top right there. Alright, so I like how that looks. Alright, now let me see if I can add more glow in the back, or should I just leave it like that? Make it just in the center. Let me try just add it to the back and see how it looks. So I'm going to go here to the glow. Let's make a copy. Bring that underneath the octopus. Delete the layer mask for now. And I'm going to convert this to a smart object. Or first, let's bring that up to 100. Convert that to a smart object. Double click inside. And I want to see if I use the generated fill, that it would get rid of the barrel and add more smoke. Edit, generated fill. All right, got rid of it. Let's see, which one do I like? Maybe this one. So I'm gonna save this for now. Close that. And let's go ahead and use the rectangular marquee tool, just like that. Create a mask. So there's a hard line right there, so I'm gonna go here, fix that. Now let's go to the octopus. All right, so when I remove the burn, or not that much difference, but I'm gonna keep it. So go to the octopus, create a new layer. Go down here, hold Control, delete that. Do filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Change that to color dodge. Double click that. Let's split the black just a little bit. All right, I'm liking how that looks. So I'm trying to think if I should add the rim light, how I did here to the right side. Because since I added this already, all right, so I see something right there. So I'm gonna go here, move that. All right, I'm gonna create a new layer, clipping mask, same green. Change that to linear dodge. And I'm gonna brush this in. Select the eraser tool. Double click that. Go here to burn, select the brush, make sure that's black. Or first, let's change the opacity to 33. Now we'll change it to the green. All right, I'll probably leave it as before. Oh, that's what I should add to the top because it's kind of empty up there. Wasn't that some liquid goo dripping down? But maybe I should add one more. No, the tentacles. Let me see where. So that's that. Let's make a copy of this one. Go inside here. Delete the layer mask. All right, so I was like, so this one was throwing me off. Delete that for now. Actually, I'm gonna leave it, but I'm gonna disable it. All right, create a mask. Let's remove that part. Make sure the opacity is at 100. Let's darken the highlights just a little bit. All right, I think that's what I need to do. So I was thinking, add some dripping goo right there. All right, I'm gonna fill that in. So I'm just do the rim light for now. Go down here. Let's rasterize this. Apply the layer mask. Go here, make a selection. We'll make a selection there. Delete that. Control D to select. And arrow this one up. Create a mask. Let's invert the mask. B for brush. Make sure this is white. All right. Much better. So what I did was I just did Control A to select all and then made a copy. So that way when I do Control T, I can stretch this out like that. Now I'll mess up the rim light, but I'm gonna fix that real quick. Then for the dust, let's make a copy. Bring it above the tentacles. So I was thinking, should I put it above? It doesn't look right. So I'm gonna bring it back down into this folder. All right. I'm gonna go check the background. What you guys think? Gaussian blur, no blur. Blur, no blur. I think I'm gonna keep it blurred for now. So I'm gonna go here to the tentacles. This one, let's name that top so we know which one it is. All right, let me see, dripping. I'm gonna see if I can use the other one. So that one we use. Because I already blurred this. If I would add it into the smart object, then it probably work better, but go to the barrel. Make a copy of this. Change that to normal. Let me get rid of this. And this one. Convert that to smart object. Group that. See. Add new layer, fill that in with black. Create a clipping mask. Let's do filter blur, Gaussian blur, do 3. I'm gonna see if I can find a different one. Paste that, image reveal all. Disable that, select subject. Make a copy, save that, close this. So it might be too much. I'm gonna mask out certain parts. So I'm gonna go ahead and group this, bring this outside the folder, create the clipping mask again. Just make a copy, invert the mask. I don't want to do that. Alright, so here's the adjustment layer. Make sure you get all of that. Alright, so I'm gonna create a mask. Select B for brush. Make sure that's black. Let's do 33. To just bring back some of the highlights. I'm gonna create one more layer. Fill that in with black. All right, let me see. I'll make it smaller. All right, so let's check out the before. So this is before. We started with this. Now we created all this. So a couple more things I still want to do. I say it's about 80% done. I just gotta do the final adjustment. Oh, that looked kind of dope. Soft light, make a copy. Color dodge. I'm just messing around with it now. All right, let me try. Is that on all my design? I like to do this. Make it black and white, change that to soft light. Create the levels. Fade to black. Group that. It's about 40. So I just want to see how this looks. That's that. So there's other thing I like to do. So I'm gonna show you real quick. So I'm gonna do Control Alt Shift E. So it's gonna basically merge everything onto the new layer. Then I like to go to the HDR, click on play. And this brings back the details in the shadow, but the highlights got darker. So to fix that, I double click this. Then I'm hold Alt, I'm gonna split the white to bring back the highlights. So this, you bring back the details in the shadow. So let's see. So we had it like this, added that, then added that. What you guys think? Bringing back the details, make the image more flat. And this one is more, everything is drawn to the middle. So I think I like that. Maybe just a little bit. So I'm just double checking everything, make sure everything looks good. The only other thing I would probably mess around with is some shadows right here. So I'm gonna delete these two for now. So let's go to the gas pump. So that's the left. So I'm gonna add a new layer, create a clipping mask. I'm gonna do L for lasso, make sure that's black. So what I'm doing now is making a shadow right there. I'm gonna delete that after I do this. Alright, so let me blur that. Let me do the smudge tool. Let's do 20. That's before, after. I'm gonna do this side too. So go to the right, new layer, clip and mask. Double click that, split the black, hold Alt. Say about right there. Let's go ahead and clean this up. All right, same thing, smudge 2, strength at 20. All right, so there's before, after. All right, just double checking everything. All right, I think everything looks good. I don't see anything. All right, I think I'm done. I think that's everything. So we started with this image, created this. I think it's good. So that's it for today. Tomorrow's Sunday. Usually Sunday I don't stream, so I'm gonna be off tomorrow. I'm gonna be back on Monday for sure. So I'm gonna be back on Monday with a new design. But yeah, appreciate you guys hanging out with me. And I'm gonna see you guys maybe tomorrow, but Monday for sure.